Okay, so there are 3 things that we are willing to die for. 2 of them we aren't willing to talk about. These include politics, family, and religion. So we're going to talk about them. All right. So hyping into this, a little disclaimer and a little bit of background information about me personally. I come from a Christian household, and within that I didn't really believe or was a very strong believer, because during that time I was facing with depression and suicidal thoughts, but it wasn't until I attempted suicide that I really found out that I messed up my life and I was in shambles. So I went to my therapist. She recommended that I find something in my life to put a foundation and to go forward and to say, this is what I'm going to found my life upon. So I tried success. I tried to motivate myself and look forward and to the opportunity and say that, hey, like, I can push myself and motivate myself to complete art, animation, storytelling. That never really felt satisfying. I was never ever able to build myself upon the idea to stop procrastinating or to be motivated. So that never really helped me. I tried looking to family, but family never understood. So I was left with saying, what can I find myself upon? And so then I looked upon and I said, what are something that I can lead my life with? And then I listened to my parents for the first time, and I did religion. And that helped me in a way that I never thought it could. And I'm not here to be preachy with you, but I am here to say that in our generation, we need something that can push us forward and to tell us that this, okay, in my generation, you've probably already heard this, and you've probably heard this 1,000 times, but in my generation, we're the most depressed and terrified generation of them all, because we have to worry about terrorism, school shooting, bullying, family issues. We have to worry about all of this, global warming, politics, because it's all right in front of us, and that's overwhelming. And I want to say that it's not going to be like that. It's not as bad as it seems, because there's something inside of us that looks forward to a new day. And even though we are depressed, even though we are scared, we find things and ways to get out. And for many of us, that is success. Many of us, it is faith and building character. And I chose faith. And within that, I learned that I was in a community of people that actually cared, like people who actually were there for me when I was at my lowest point in my life, and when I was at my highest when I got out. So these people around me, and they were always there for me, how they would come in and they would go into my life and they would effectively teach me the ways of how to walk and how to be patient with others, how to forgive the people who hurt me when I was depressed, how to be able to stand strong, and how to be able to walk forward in a life that seemed so dark and miserable. And again, I'm not here to say that, hey, this is the way for you, this is the way for how everyone should be, but in recent years, religion has been viewed negatively, and that kind of hurts, because it might not help you, but it might help many other people to come, because these people have to face something that they can rely on, some kind of beacon that they can always pivot their morality around and their ideologies. And religion can help that. It puts you down on this path that says, this is where we're going to go with life. This is where we're going to lead forward. And we don't talk about it a lot because it's so terrifying of a subject to talk about. Many people don't want to offend others. I'm terrified right now to talk to you about it. I don't know if my voice being shaky and all can reveal that, but it is what it is. So the point that I'm trying to get at is, as we are a generation that goes down this path of depressed and fear and anxiety because of everything around in the world, we still need to find a community that can be there with us when we're down at our lowest, and when we're down on our knees and we're just there is nowhere in life that this can be any good. So, closing point. My point of this discussion are about the moral standpoints that we have in life, about the community that comes with faith and religion. And through that, I want to leave you with the open note to say that we should discuss about it, because we are willing to die for it. We are willing to die for a topic that isn't very talked about. But because we're willing to die for it, shouldn't it be the most important thing that we are talking about? So, closing note, 3 things that we're willing to die for. Two of them we aren't willing to talk about, but one of them might shape the way that we live the rest of our life.